Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Secrets of the Lost Tomb, where we're playing the scenario The Pharaoh with the Blue Eyes, and we're up to turn 4. Just a couple of things from last turn. We did have a good friend Christopher here, and we also had James fighting a few monsters, and it's just regarding the courage loss. Now, because they were fighting monsters that had spawned at the same time, so for example James, he had 3 keepers of the tomb, and if you remember when I read the actual trigger for them, it just said they all came out at the same time. They all came out of some sarcophagi and started attacking him. So I only did 1 courage test. Now, there is a school of thought that I should have done 3, but I'm keeping it at 1. The reason for that is they all came out at the same time. It doesn't make much sense to me that, having seen them at the same time, he's got to do a courage test for each one when he actually fights it. Okay, if another one had turned up at a later time, or he's gone into another room and encounters another one, that's fine. But with them all coming out at the same time, I just think you would only do 1 courage test. So I'm going to keep it that way. However, on the flip side of the coin, you do get courage back when you defeat a monster. But because he only lost 1 lot of courage, because all 3 monsters came out at the same time, he's only going to get 1 bit of courage back. So he's not going to get courage for all 3, because that is fair. Now, I forgot to do it last turn, and I also forgot to do it for Chris. So you get half your courage back rounded down. So that means that Chris and James both get a courage back. So I think that was the only problem with last turn. So let's get straight on into turn 4 and the adventurer phase. And here we are at the adventurer phase, and we're back to Heidi. So what's Heidi going to do for her first action? Well, we'll flip that round and then we shall decide. I think what she's going to do is she's going to call upon the power of the Necronomicon. It's an artifact that she started with, and what you do is you can roll your mythos plus your knowledge, and if you get 3 successes, you will summon a normal monster to fight for you. But if you get 5 successes, you'll get an elite monster. So that's pretty cool. So we'll withdraw the appropriate creature from its deck and place near your items. So it essentially becomes a weapon. When you do combat, you may roll the creature's combat score plus your mythos score. And she's got a mythos score of 5. If you take damage, the creature absorbs that damage until destroyed. We, however, Heidi will take any overage damage over and above that. You may only control 1 creature at a time, but during the upkeep phase, we've got to do a knowledge test and get 2 successes. But remember, we're getting an extra 2 knowledge off Sir Lawrence, and we have also still got the enchanted blade, so I think it's worth it. Fail, we lose control of the creature and it starts attacking us. So hopefully we won't fail. So we're going to roll on this for a first action. Now, she gets mythos plus knowledge, so her knowledge is 5, her mythos is 5, that's 10 dice, but she also gets 2 from Sir Lawrence, which is 12, and 13 altogether with the enchanted blade, which gives her a +1 on all checks. So, we'll roll the first 8 dice of the 13. Come on. And that looks good to start with. So we've got 3 successes, we've got a 4, we've got a 6, a 5 and a 6, so brilliant, we'll keep those, and we'll get rid of those ones, we don't want them, and we will roll another 5 to make it up to 13, so we've already got the 3 successes we needed. We've got another success there, and we need 1 more success. Come on. And we got it, yes! So that was 5 successes altogether. That means we get an elite monster to fight for us. Now this could bite us on the behind later on, because if it does turn against us, it's an elite monster that turns against us. But let's see what's going to fight for us. Quick shuffle. A cut. And we are going to get, ooh, Jack's Evermorning. Ooh, he's a vampire. So there you go, you become infected. But he's not fighting, he's on our side. So it's got 4 movement, 3 courage, and we will get 6 combat off him. He has got no armour, but he does have health of 12, which is excellent. And it'd be 3 to avoid him, if we had to avoid him, and 6 soul shards. But he is now on our team. So we will put him over there. We'll put these back. The Necronomicon has been used, and she has raised. There was probably a dead soldier in here. Perhaps the scarabs had got him earlier, and now she has got him back to fight for her. So that is the end of her first action. So let's move on to our next player, who is James T. Temple. And here we are with James. He's just over here. What's he going to do? Well, he's going to explore. So he's going to come into here and have a look around. So let's, I'll just, we'll pick the tile first. So that's a 1 and a 2. So that's no good. Discard. That's a level 2, that's no good. Another level 2, that's no good. Ah, here we go. So we've got a 1, 2 and 3, so let's see what we get. Oh, we're going to have to... I think that is Secrets of the Tomb. Not Secrets of the Tomb, that's Curse of the Tomb. We're going to have to roll for it, I think. The Island Observatory. So, but first of all, when we actually have a look at it, and it's a room with no other exits. So as an exploration, we've got to test Audacity. And if we pass it, then we will gain Fearless. Right, let me just set this up, won't be a moment. There we are, it's in there. This is bad actually. The reason being is, if we want to search another room, we're going to have to go back that way, and we still have a trap marker on the Phylactery Vault, so we will have to do that again, unfortunately. But anyway, here we are. Test Audacity. His Audacity is currently at 3, which isn't brilliant. So let's roll 3 dice. We won't spend another Audacity. We may spend another Audacity if we miss to get a reroll. But we get a 6. So that's pretty cool. We got away with that. We have not been afflicted by the curse of... Oh no, we've got Fearless. What am I talking about? We've still got to do the Curse of the Tomb. Let me dig out a Fearless card. Won't be a second. And here we are with Fearless. Seen this card before. Heidi's got one. It's a mental positive status effect, and it means we do not lose courage from creatures, so very useful. And we roll on an upkeep. If we get a 1, we've got to discard it. So he is now Fearless. That will be extremely helpful. Okay, what is next? Yes, Curse of the Tomb. Let's have a look at the book, just to remind ourselves. So, oh, sorry, Curse of the Mummy. So, yes, we have got to make a mythos check. And his mythos is 2. But we can always spend an Audacity to re-roll. So let's get 2 of these. Come on. Success. A 5. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Doing good. Right, so he hasn't succumbed to the Curse of the Mummy. We will turn one of his action bullets over, because that is the end of his turn. Unfortunately, we haven't found another artifact, and we've still to pick up the Ruby Scarab. But that is it for James. Next up is Christopher. And here we are with Christopher, who's currently in this room with the skeletal pirate, so we're going to have to sort that out. So we'll spend one of his actions, and what he's going to do is he is going to try and attack it, I think. So I think we're going to lose some courage, unfortunately. Indeed we are. We're going to lose 3. Now that's bad news, because that is going to put him on -5. Now -5 means -1 to all his checks, unfortunately, so we're going to have to bear that in mind. Now he's going to attack with the Tommy gun, so he's going to get +4 from the Tommy gun. He is also going to get +3 from Georgios, because he's using a dexterity weapon, and an outnumber bonus. So that'll actually be +4, so that's 8. And I think that is it. 8. Oh no, of course he gets his dexterity as well. He's got 12 dice. So we'll get 12 dice together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some different colours. So we'll roll his dexterity and his Tommy gun dice together. Yep, have to re-roll those. We've got a few successes there, hopefully they'll stay successes. Oh yes. So look at that. Remember, 4s are hits. So he's got 2 criticals there, but these 2 were both 5s. Got another 5 there, and another 5. So already we've got a shed load of hits, and we've still got 4 more to go. So we'll roll Georgios's dice. And we get another 3 5s. And we didn't get a single 1, which is good. But it doesn't matter, because it wouldn't have counted anyway, because surely we have blown this guy away. We should have done -1. I forgot. So we'll take one of the successes away. And it had 7 health, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8. So we have killed it. So bye-bye to that fellow. We get half his courage rounded down, so he lost 3, so he'll only get 1 back. That puts him to -4, unfortunately. So he's still got the -1 to all checks, which is bad. We'll have to do something about that. But as it is, at least we've managed to kill that monster. We're going to have to get out of this room, because if we don't, and we keep getting spawns, they're going to spawn in that room, and he's just going to be in trouble all the time. So let's get him out of there, if we can, but that will be a later action. He's done his action now, and that is it for Chris. So let's go back to Heidi. That is not quite it for Chris, because he gets 4 soul shards. So we'll give 1 back, and we'll get a 5. So he's up to 8 soul shards now, which is pretty good. Now that's it for Chris. Now let's see Heidi. And here we are with Heidi. What's Heidi going to do? Well, she's going to use the Necronomicon and our new ally to attack. So let's just have a quick look. So when you do combat, you may roll the creature's combat score plus your mythos. So Jax is going to start combating these swarms. He's got 6 combat. Her mythos is 5, so that's 11. We get +1 for the enchanted blade, which is 12. We don't get an outnumber bonus, because even with Sir Lawrence, and this guy's really a weapon, so we don't count him. But even with Sir Lawrence, obviously, we are outnumbered by 2 swarms. She's fearless, so she's not going to lose any combat, any courage, sorry. So it's 11 dice. Excellent. Let's attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's roll 8 to begin with. We'll attack this swarm. Come on. And we get 2 successes. And we get 1 critical fail. That's not very good, is it? So we wanted a bit more than 2 successes. She's going to spend, actually, an audacity. Oh no, we've got to roll them all first. So we've currently rolled 8. We've got another 3 to roll. 1, 2, 3. Let's just see what we get. Another 3 to roll. And that's rubbish, that, I think. For all those dice, I think we could have done much better than that. So she's going to spend an audacity and re-roll those 11 dice again. So, come on. Oh, God. Well, let's get these crap rolls out of the way. There were no 1s in that, and we've got these. Come on. And we got another 2. And we didn't... Well... we got 3 hits, but at least we didn't get any single hits. So let's have a look at this. Now, it had 1 armour, so we only got 1 hit. 2 hits. 2 health for each one, I think. So what that means is... Actually, have we killed it? Let me just check. Okay, just check that. Yes, we've only managed to kill 1 of the swarm creatures, which is pretty rubbish, to be honest. So, what you're supposed to have a load of these like swarm tokens, but they'll just get in the way. So, what I'll do is I'll use a couple of dice. So, instead of 6, this one is now down to 5. And this one up here is still on 6. So, just so we know where we're up to. So, unfortunately, all we managed to do was kill 1 of these swarm creatures, unfortunately. Another thing I did notice, though, was that you round up courage. You know, when I said, like, you kill a creature, you round down the courage, you round it up. So, Chris and James T. Temple are both due 2 extra courage, so I will put those on before we continue off camera. So when you see them again, that's why their courage has gone up. I just noticed it when I was looking for the swarm rules. Okay, so that was pretty rubbish. We only managed to kill 1. I don't think we get a soul shard just for killing 1. I should have checked that at the time. Bear with me. It doesn't say, but because you don't actually take the card off till you've killed all of a swarm, I think it applies to the old swarm, so we'll keep it at that. Okay, so that was her second action, and pretty pants it was too. You roll all them dice, and we managed to kill 1 scarab. Rubbish. Okay, next up, oh, and yes, we did the audacity, didn't we? Righto, so next up is James T. Temple. And here we are with James. Really, we want James to explore again, but it does mean he's going to have to go back through the phylactery vault. Now, he'll go into here, he will set off the trap, but he doesn't have to stop. So he will still come through to here, but he does have to see if he is affected by the trap. It's a mythos test. His mythos is 2, so let's get 2 dice. Remember, we can always re-roll. We'll move one of his action bullets round. Oh, in fact, I think I missed it last time as well. We've got Barbarossa, haven't we? So he does actually get 2 more dice. Good job we passed last time. It was a trap again, wasn't it? Oh no. Oh no, it was just a scenario test. It wasn't a trap last time, so we did do it right last time. But this is a trap, so he does get the 2 extra dice from his companion. And he gets a 6. So he has passed. That does mean we can now get rid of this last trap token, so it's not going to trigger again. And now he gets to explore. So we need a level 3 again. And this is a level 3. So what we... Yes! Yes! That's what we wanted to see. Ragnarok. So we've got our final multiple scenario symbol. So our last artifact is in here. It is a red bordered room, however, which isn't good, because if we get any level 3 spawns, they will spawn in this room. We have got 2 entrances and exits. Let's just put this down. Oh, there we go. So he is in Ragnarok. There is nothing else. There is no exploration or anything. So let's have a read of what happens with our final artifacts. The third potent talisman, the cowl of Anubis. Yes, we've got the trigger, so you find yourself deep within the tomb in a place filled with strange energy. The air vibrates with unheard sound, as if the spirits of the dead are calling from beyond. 2 huge intimidating sphinx statues flank an even darker statue of Anubis, the god of death, forever watching over the golden sarcophagi here. You quickly translate the hieroglyphics on the wall. The crown of the great Anubis, keeper of the dead, lies forever entombed within his coffin. Finally, you've found the last potent talisman needed to help defeat Raz-Azul. Right as you begin to disturb the gravesite, the 2 Sphinx statues come to life to defend the grave. Place 2 Sphinx elite creatures in this room. Once both are defeated, any adventurer in this room can spend an action token to try and open the sarcophagus of Anubis, which will be another mythos test. We could have done with Heidi down here. With James, never mind, pass, and we place a quest marker in this room. We've got to pass it 3 times. Once this room contains 3 quest markers, the sarcophagus of Anubis opens. Any adventurer in this room can then take the cowl of Anubis. Right, so Sphinx monsters. They are up here. I took them, put them to one side, along with the cowl. So the cowl will go in there. And these are the 2 Sphinxes. Let's have a look. That's how nasty these guys are. Well, the golems, they're elite. And if we get a critical fail, we become stumped and hexed. Movement 4, courage 3, and we have combat 5. Oh, they've got good armour as well, 3. 6 health. They have... It's 1 to evade them, and they give 3 soul shards each. So we get 2 of these. I'll just set these up. It's good. He's fearless. So he's not going to lose any more courage, thankfully. So let's sort of organise these somehow. We'll stand him on the cowl of Anubis. So I've got a Sphinx here and a Sphinx there. So, ooh... We're going to have our work cut out to kill them, but we have got the flamethrower, so hopefully we will be able to do something with that. So excellent work by James. That's the end of his second action. So next up, it is Christopher. So let's get up to the, what is it? The Corsair's Cache. And here we are with Chris. So what's Chris going to do? Now, as I mentioned, which should have rounded up that courage. So instead of being at -4, he's at -2. We'll forget about the fact that, obviously, he was labouring under a -1 on a few checks, which he shouldn't have been. He's on -2. Now, that is still not brilliant, but it's good enough, I think, that we can send him to help Heidi out, because she needs some help killing these guys. So what he's going to do is he is going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because he has 4 movement, and he is coming in to give her a hand. Now, that is it. He can't attack. He'll have to wait till next action But at least he's in there giving her a hand. So there we go. We've flicked that over. And obviously as soon as he combats, he will lose some courage. And I think it's -2 as well. So he will go to -4. But I think getting him in there and getting him attacking with his Tommy gun is what we've got to do. We've got to kill these guys quickly, because at the end of the day, we've got to pick up this artifact. We've found all 3 now, but we've still only picked up 1. We can't pick up this one till these guys are dead, and we won't be able to pick up the Cowl of Anubis till those 2 Sphinxes are dead, and we've done some additional mythos checks. So let's at least try and get 2 artifacts. To get 2 artifacts, we're going to have to kill these. So he's moved in there, and he is going to give her a hand. As well, it means he's out of that spawn room. So at least he's not going to get a monster appear on him, as happened last turn. Okay, so that is it for Chris. That is it for the second action for our adventurers. So let's get to the final actions, and that means it's Heidi again. And here we are with Heidi, and it's her final action. Righto. Well, she's got to attack again, really. We've got to knock these swarm monsters down. We've killed 1. Brilliant. So once again, we're going to have another go. And we're going to use Jax again. So he gets 6 combat. Plus Mythos is 11. And she's fearless, so she don't have to take any courage off. And we get +1 for the enchanted blade, so that is 12. So let's roll 6 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. That's a roll. So we get a critical. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5. So that's brilliant. And we roll another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll another 6. Come on. And that's another 2. We got no 1s. That is brilliant. So that is excellent. Let us check. So they've got... Oh, they've got an armour. So we take 1 away. Is that 1 armour each? No, it can't be, because it'd have an X next to it, wouldn't it? So, loses 1 armour. So, get rid of that. And they have got 2 health each. So that's 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We've killed 3 of them. So, God, they're going to take some getting rid of these. So, we're down to 2 now. If I can find the number 2. There we are. Let's just check. Yes, their combat is now... The combat for this particular swarm is now down to 2, because there's only 2 left. So, that's pretty cool. Right, okay. Because we want to get these down before the tomb phase. Then there's less of them attacking us. So there's only 2 of that swarm left. That is the end of her go. She didn't get hit, so that's cool. And that is it for her action phase. Next up is James. So here we are with James. No courage loss. He's going to attack one of these Sphinx guys. He's going to get 11 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's roll 6. And if I can find my shaker. Come on. So he gets a 6 and a 5 for 2 hits. He also gets 3 critical fails, but hopefully it will have enough for a hit. Oh, it's got 3. Oh, it's got 3 armour, man. So let's hope these last 5. Oh, yes. So we got another 2 6s. They go through without armour, but we don't have to bother about that anyway. We've got another couple of 5s, I think, because we're using the flamethrower. So that's brilliant. We can get rid of these. We've got enough hits. We've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 hits. We lose 3. Oh no, no armour. What am I talking about? I'm an idiot. Forget the armour. So that is 6 hits, and we got +3 anyway because of the flamethrower, so we've actually killed it. Using the flamethrower against these is top because they have got pretty high armour. So excellent, we've actually killed it. And he gets another 3 soul shards. So what does that put him up to? He was on 9 soul shards, by the way, because he did kill 3 keepers. So that will put him on to 12. So I'll pick up a couple of these and give him a 5. So he's now on 12. That was brilliant stuff. Unfortunately, there's still one left, and that one will be able to attack him in the tomb phase, but hopefully he'll be able to do the same thing, and we will give it short shrift. So that is excellent stuff. Yes, I wasn't too keen on that flamethrower to begin with, but as long as you keep doing enough damage, then it doesn't blow up in your face, and it's quite effective. So that is brilliant. Yes, not having to take the armour off was brilliant. That is it for James. So all that leaves is Christopher. Let's get back to the swarms. And here we are with Chris. Unfortunately, Chris isn't fearless. So he is going to fight one of these swarms. We may as well try and finish this one off, I think. So he'll attack this one. He will lose 2 courage, which puts him to -4, unfortunately. But, which is -1 to all checks. He is going to use his Tommy gun, obviously. So that'll be 4 + 4. And 4, 5 or 6, remember. So that's 8. He gets +3, 11. He doesn't get an outnumber bonus, I don't think. Oh yes, he does, because there's 2 here. I think this is a case of it's 2 sets of swarms. Let me know if this is wrong, but I do think he gets the outnumber bonus. 1 2. There's obviously 2 adventurers and their companions, so they are outnumbering this time. So yes, 4 + 4 is 8, 3 is 11, outnumber bonus is 12, -1 because of the -1 to all checks, so we're back down to 11 dice. Let's put that there. Can we see it? We can. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. We shall roll our first 6. Come on. Yes. So those go through. They are not affected by armour. I may have missed that earlier on when Heidi was attacking. If I have done, apologies, I can't remember now. But it's just struck me now. Any 6s that Heidi rolled, I took armour off them, didn't I? I shouldn't have done. But anyway, 6s. Oh, 4s. 4s hit as well. So, because it's Tommy gun. So these have all hit. Woohoo! He's a beast. So there we go. And we've still got 5 to roll. And we've got another 2 hits, of which 1 is a critical. We got a critical fail, but we have more than hit. I think we have done it. So those 3 went through straight away, so we've killed 1 at least. And 1 2, yeah, it's got more than enough. So this one has gone, and we get a single soul shard for it. I don't think we get 6. Let me know if we do, but I don't think we do. So managed to kill one of those, put that on there, and he does get a courage back, so he's back to -3. Oop, gotta switch that over. So they've gone, which is good. So we've only got one left, and we can start cracking on with that next turn because we want the Ruby Scarab. So I think I've done that right. Swarms are a bit tricky. I think I've done it right. I might have done it wrong. If I've done it wrong, please let me know as normal. I have been a bit busy lately. Consequently, there's been some large gaps in between the videos, so I do apologise about that, but it's just one of those things. There's been loads and loads to do, and I haven't been able to get back to actually playing the game much. And that's going to continue, I'm afraid. I'm going away on holiday, on vacation next week, so it'll be at least a week and a bit before I get back. But as normal, you know, any comments and what have you about swarms, or if I've done anything incorrectly, let me know, and then when I get back I will try and fix it for you if I can remember how to play the game in a week and a bit's time. Enough of that. That's it for Christopher. That's it for the adventurer phase. It's now the tomb phase. And here we are at the tomb phase. Little bit of a delay because I went watching the football, but I'm back now. But one thing that did allow was me to remember that Chris's attack just at the end there, he did do it with his Tommy gun, and that's an area attack, so he hit these other guys as well. He hit the other swarm as well with his Tommy gun, so I think he actually killed another, oh sorry I've done that wrong, another 2. No, that's right. So there are 4 left. So, although he killed these 2 here, there was like 2 of them left, he would also have done the same damage to these guys here. So, because he used the Tommy gun, so that is actually down to 4. So we're a bit better off. So I remembered that before I came back to do the tomb phase again. Okay, it is the tomb phase, that means we need a tomb card. So we'd better draw one. There we go, and let's flip it over. Oh, we've got a green one. Blessing from above. Tomb effect. A glowing aura surrounds you. How very nice. All mythos. Alright, we've all got to do a mythos check, and if we pass we get +1 temporary action next round. Ooh, very nice. Right, so we'll do it in order. Heidi first. Her mythos is like amazing, so she gets 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go on, could do an extra action. And she passes, she gets a 5, so that's brilliant. We'll keep that 5 and get rid of these loser dice for everybody else. And next is James. James's mythos is 2. So, come on James, can you get a temporary action? He can, because he's got a 6, we'll keep that 6. Get rid of that 1. And then we've got Chris. And Chris has got a mythos of 2 as well. Come on Chris. Everybody gets an extra temporary action next round. I will grab 3 extra action tokens, just to remind me. So that extra action will hopefully come in next turn. Good stuff. This is a nice card. I like this card. Move creatures. Well, we're not going to move any of the creatures because they've all got adventurers right next to them, so they don't move. Then it is creature combat. Now, first is Heidi, but she won't get attacked. This is a normal monster. She's got a special ability, which means she doesn't get attacked by normal monsters in the tomb phase. So then we go to James. James has got the Sphinx. So he's going to attack with the flamethrower. So that is 8 dice. No armor saves, which is very important. And he's got 4 dexterity, which is also very important. So that puts him up to 12. He doesn't get the outnumber bonus because it's the tomb phase. So that is just 12 dice. He doesn't have to lose any courage because he's fearless, and besides he's already faced off these guys before. So 12 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice first. So the first 6 dice, we can ignore armour. We get 2 hits. We're totally ignoring armour, remember. We got no ones, which is good, and we need another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple more successes. And we got 2 more successes. So that is 4 successes in total. We got no more ones. So let's check. We have killed it because we get the +3 off the flamethrower, but we did need 5 combat. So, I'll have to check in editing. I think Heidi may have got away with 1. Heidi may have lost some early on. I think she didn't get enough successes against the swarm at one point. I'll sort that out in editing. But yes, he got 4 successes, which means he loses 1 health, which puts him down to, is it 13, I think? Puts him down to 13, I think. But we didn't get a critical fail, so this doesn't kick in because we didn't roll any 1s. And we did get 7. We've got 4 there. We ignored the armour, and we got +3 from the flamethrower. So it's killed. And he gets an extra 3 soul shards, which is great. Groovy. So he's lost a health, but that's not too bad. And we've got rid of that. Now we go back here. And now it's Chris against the scarabs again. Scarabs have only got, there's only 4 of them left, so they've only actually got a combat of 4. He has got his Tommy gun for 4. He's got his dexterity for 4. He has got 3 off Georgios, so that is 11. He doesn't get the outnumber bonus because it's the tomb phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll roll the first 6. He gets 4s count as well, so he's got 4 successes already. 2 of which ignore armour. We do have a 1. We'll keep that on one side. So we rolled 6, we need another 5, so we'll use those and that. Come on. Oop, 1 fell out. I think this is enough, yes. So 2 5s, a 4, and we got another, we did get another 1, but we've got more than enough hits. Because that is now 4, so brilliant. We don't lose any health whatsoever. We definitely get 1. We kill 1 because these ignore armour. So we're down to 3. Gives us 3 left. That gets through. For a hit without armour. Armour stops that. We get another 1, which puts it down to 2. And then armour stops 1, but 2 get through. So we only have 1 of these babies left now. So there's a single scarab left out of the last swarm, by my reckoning. Again, if I got that wrong, let me know. So that is pretty good. And that is the end of the creature combat. And then we spawn creatures. So level 1's going to get a normal creature, and level 3 is going to get a normal creature, which is unfortunate because don't want creatures down here. We want actually James to be concentrating on trying to pass those mythos checks, but c'est la vie. Right, let's give this a shuffle and see what we get where. Right, we'll do level 1 first. So our level 1 monster is a zombie conquistador. Don't be concerned about the dead guy. Worry about what ripped through his armour. Dun, dun, dun. So it's undead. 1 movement, you lose 2 courage, 3 combat, it's got 1 armour, it's got 3 health. You don't really need to evade it, it's too slow, and you get 2 soul shards. So that is up there. And our level 3 one is a zombie walker. There's a lot of zombies about. It's undead, and you can be infected on a critical fail. 1 move, lose 1 courage, 2 combat, no armour at all, 3 health. Again, you can evade it dead easily, it's not too fast, and you get 2 soul shards off it. And that goes in here, so at least I don't think James will have much trouble with that. Let's put that back. And we'll sort those out. Let's get some stands for them. It's the zombie walker and the conquistador. And the good thing about the conquistador is it only has a move of 1, so it's going to take a while to get down here. So that should be pretty good. Right, very good, very, very good. Right, now we've got the upkeep phase. So first of all, I will turn around all the actions. Remember, we've got a temporary action for next turn. Everybody, they all pass their mythos check. The other checks we've got to do are Fearless for Heidi, Fearless for James, and the Tommy gun for Christopher. And I think that is it, I think. So, coolness. Let's get a die. Right, Fearless for Heidi. Go on, Heidi. She gets a 2, I think that's okay. Yep, you only lose it on a 1. So she gets that back. Fearless for James. Come on, James. Oh. No, come on. A 1. Damn it. Get rid of that. So he's lost his Fearless, which is a bit of a blow, to be honest. Damn. Okay, so, and then it's the Tommy gun. Whoop. We really need to keep the Tommy gun. A 3, we keep the Tommy gun. So that's good. So we only lost the 1, which was James's Fearless. Righto. Still, that's still a bit of a bummer, because we would have liked to have kept that. So that is the... Oh, one last thing for the upkeep. We've got to roll to see if we get a monster coming out here. For that time, we succeeded at one of these. At last. A 4 on a 1, 2, or 3, we'd have promoted something, but we finally managed not to do it. So we do not get a monster coming out on here. So the search, oh, searches don't move. And the comic track doesn't move, so we stay on 3. So that is fantastic. So what a good card. So it really helps us out. So the only really bad thing that tomb phase was losing Fearless. So yes, so there we go. Finally done turn 4. As I say, sorry for the delay. And there will be a delay till turn 5, I'm afraid. As I say, I'm going away on jolly holidays. But that was a pretty good turn. I'm not too sure about the swarm combat. It's a little odd. I could have got it wrong. Let me know. We might not have done as well as we've done there. But yes, found it a bit tricky. But I think I've done it right. If I haven't, as I say, let me know. But another good turn. That was a good tomb card. The best thing is this not going up, I think. We've got some extra temporary actions. So we've got 4 actions each next turn. That'll be brilliant. What we've got to do is kill this, pick up the Ruby Scarab. James has got to kill that zombie walker, and then he's got to try and put quest tokens so we can get the cowl of Anubis. I think what we'll do, if we manage to kill this, pick up the Ruby Scarab, we'll get onto the second level, I think. We'll just zoom onto the second level and have a look round the second level. Chris and Heidi will do that. Perhaps kill the zombie conquistador on the way, and we'll have a look at a bit of the second level, hopefully. We've bought ourselves a little bit of time with that tomb card because the comic track hasn't gone up, so that is pretty good. Pretty good, so let's make it count next turn. But, once again, won't be here for about a week and a bit, so it will be a bit of time in between the turns, I'm afraid. So, that is it for turn 4. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all the subscriptions. And thank you for all the help and the support. It is much, much, much appreciated. Thank you. Thanks to everybody who's been to Board Game Links to upvote the site. Thank you very much. And thank you to everybody who goes around to BGG and comments on the threads or likes the videos. Thank you. It is very much appreciated, as I say. Brilliant. Right, so that will be it for about a week and a bit, but I hope you will join me for turn 5 when probably about 10 days time, something like that. So that's it from me, Catweazle. Toodaloo.